Okay, on YouTube, it says that we are live, and it also says on the Grand Seiko 231, it looks like we're early. We've got a little bit of a pregame show with the lovely Lady Brianna, in the
Hello.
house.
How are you all?
And folks, let us know how
Today.
the audio sounds. Stig is in the house already. And it looks like Kyle's in the house, and Kyle came up with the subject for today's video. And actually, we're going to let me pull up the email so that we can pull up the link to the Lexus automobile. As soon as this loads in, Bree, cut to that screen. Let it load in, and he's suggesting, there it is. He's suggesting that at today's prices, Bitcoin's a little bit under 32,000 right now. Maybe Bree can check live. 31,790 or so, a little under 32,000. And you can pretty much buy that car. It starts at 32,900. So pretty sure
Which one would it be?
pretty
Bitcoin or
yeah, would you buy that Lexus UX, or would you buy one Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, or a brand new Lexus?
Yeah, let us know.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat what decision you would make. Decision time, folks. Decision time. I guess I'll leave that going in that window. I guess it's not going to harm anything. We can cut back to it if we need to. But that's quite a thought, right? Who would have thought a year ago that we'd be having this discussion about which would you rather buy, a Lexus, a new Lexus. Of course, I wouldn't get that color. Not so sure who picked
Orange.
that color, but probably you'd get a
Yeah.
purple. You'd get purple.
Purple-ish.
Yeah, Bree would get purple. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's quite
Is there a gold car? No,
Is
probably
there
isn't a
what?
gold car.
a gold. You want a gold car?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Bree would go for that. Eduardo's in the house. Audio's
Even if
good.
it's gold, I would go for
I'd get a
Bitcoin.
Civic and save Bitcoin. There you go. Maybe even a used Civic. Save even more Bitcoin. Kyle says, oh, we are in early. Nice. There you go. Wait 1 year and buy a Lambo, says Danny. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Lambos. They're not that comfortable to drive. And there's other
really
things that I would buy if I was going to
pressed.
spend my Bitcoin. But I tell you what, I think you're better off holding it even longer than that. Hold long term. I would buy another Bitcoin. James in the house. Joey's in the house. Sorry, Bree, but that hat has to go. Like Craig says, I'll pass. No, that hat is gorgeous. That is
Really?
classy. That is full on
I like this hat.
class. Yeah, it's a stylish
It
hat.
goes with my suit.
Yeah, your outfit's
My
really cool.
outfit.
By the way, I have that camera on autofocus. So let's see how that works. If you get up and go back, and let's see what that looks like.
My
See if it'll
blazer.
grab focus on you. We'll cut to camera 2. You might have to move that chair and go on back there, and let's see if it focuses on you automatically. See if it catches your face. It's kind of hunting a little bit. Yeah, it's hunting. I figured it would do that. That's not very good. It's hunting. Turn around, though. Let them see that outfit. There you go. All right, that was a fail. Come on back, Bree. Come on back. Yeah, we should have left that on manual focus.
Here they can see a little bit.
Well, but it gets out of focus, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we'll have to take some pictures of you in that outfit. That's a nice outfit. We'll have to do that. We took some pictures this weekend, though. And before
Lots.
we get on to it here, well, first let's get caught up on the chat, and then let's talk about what we did today.
Yeah.
So let's see. If it's one or the other, I'd take the coin, says Kyle. I would buy, okay, another Bitcoin. Sorry, okay, the hat. Okay, 2021 is the last year of production for the Toyota Land Cruiser. Well, those rumors have been flying around. I'm not so sure they're actually going to do that. It might be the last year that they bring it into the U.S., but I would seriously doubt they're going to stop making the Land Cruiser. Let's see. That hat has become Bree's calling card. Kyle in the house. Okay, and she has a couple of really stylish hats.
I do.
So, and let's
I use
see.
them in videos.
Kyle says, Kevin, is that true? Yeah, I think that's a rumor. Stig's in the house. Craig, how come Bitcoin skyrocketed that high? Well, I've been predicting for a little while on the channel that there was going to be a supply shock, that there was going to be a shortage, a real shortage of Bitcoin on the market.
It could happen.
And that's what we're seeing. The volumes are kind of low, and there's just more buyers than there is supply. It's as simple as that. It's getting dicey. These billionaires are coming in wanting to buy huge amounts of Bitcoin, and there just isn't enough to go around, and that forces prices higher. I think it's as simple as that. The billionaires are coming into the space to play. Speaking of billionaires, Bree did a video today about
The Winklevoss twins.
Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss.
Winklevoss.
They call them the Winklevi also for the plural. That's,
Yeah.
I guess, plural for Winklevoss is Winklevi. But anyway, they both retweeted it recently. You released it today at noon.
On Twitter, yeah.
Took a few hours, but they both retweeted it. And now it's got more than 14,000 views.
Yes.
So I have to
It's
say,
amazing.
I've never had a billionaire retweet anything I've done.
And actually message.
And messages you back and forth. And you had another billionaire talk about you
Michael Saylor.
in a video and basically called you brilliant. Basically said that you were brilliant. That's basically what he said. We might play that later.
Genius.
Genius, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Bree says, yeah. She remembers every word probably. Let's see here. We've spoken about that on the channel before. About what? Terrible news. They should get rid of Sequoia instead. Okay. And James Scott in the house. I'm going to buy the Omega Green Aqua Terror Stunner and spend the remaining on Bitcoin. Try to let Steve at Little Treasury throw his hat in the ring on that Omega deal. He might give you a good deal if you tell him you're a subscriber and tell him you're a member of the Wrench Gang.
Yes.
Talk to Steve. And Kyle says, is it a green dial? Okay. So here's the other thing I did today, folks. You'll be proud of me. I went outside. I had the oil changed on my Prius the other day. At Dynamic Automotive, they do all my servicing. And they pointed out that the belt, it's sort of like a serpentine belt, but the only thing it does is it drives the water pump on a 2004 Prius. That the belt needed to be replaced, and it was the original belt, okay? So, I'm proud of myself. I ordered a Gates belt online from Amazon, $15, came today, and I went out and I used my wonderful Snap-on tools. I love my Snap-on tools. Don't use them that often, but when you need them, they're really the best. So anyway,
Handy.
Got everything all set up. I loosened the pulley that you can adjust, the tensioner, I guess you call it. I loosened that. I loosened it, the adjusting bolt, so that I could get the belt off. I got the new belt on. The new belt goes on the upper pulley, and then it goes around the water pump, and then it goes around the crank pulley at the bottom of the engine. Now, here's where the problem came in. It was tight to reach down in there and get all the way down and get it on the bottom of the pulley to get the belt to go on the pulley.
Yeah.
And I tried, and I couldn't get my hand down there far enough to do it. My huge forearm wouldn't go down in there. Literally just wouldn't fit.
From the push-ups.
So, what happened? What did we do, Bree?
Well, I had to help him.
So I came and got you.
Right.
Okay, so what happened?
I have a skinnier arm, so I could actually get in there and pull it to the pulley.
You reached all down in there and you kind of felt around and you pushed it onto the pulley.
Basically.
And then that's all I had to do was tighten it back up, and it's working great. And so
yeah,
I could have probably
teamwork.
eventually fought around with it and pushed something down in there to push it on and monkeyed
But it would
around.
take longer
But I had
and
Bree handy.
tedious.
I had Bree handy, and she got that. Show that arm that you got down in there. But you didn't have the Grand Seiko
No,
on
I didn't have
at the time.
anything.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't risk anything.
There you go. So right now you've got the Grand Seiko.
The Grand
You've got
Seiko,
the Apple Watch and the Faux Pay.
Faux Pay.
Now, I think the Faux Pay should be on this side of the Apple Watch, the other side, so that people will see it more down here. Don't you think?
The Faux Pay here.
Yeah, I think so. And let's try that and see what the guys think.
All right, let's see.
See what they think. Okay, so let's catch up on this. Yes, it's the green doll. I will reach out to Steve. And if he doesn't treat you right, let us know here on the channel, okay? We'll do the full court press on him. Let's see. Oh, that sounds nice. Didn't know they made it cool. Okay, James, it's a stunner, Kyle. You should check it out. There you go. If you get it, photos. We want photos. We want you to Skype in, James, is what we want. By the way, Kyle, are you going to Skype in? You're more than welcome.
Yes.
I just was at the boutique here in LA and didn't see that. Okay. James, that Omega looks so good in pictures. Okay. Has anybody seen it in person? Has anybody seen it in person? Do tell. Okay. What else? What else do we have to share today?
Photos that we took yesterday.
Oh yeah, and we took some photos today too.
Photos
Let me
today.
show the one photo that I put up on my Flickr from yesterday. You think? Think we should show that?
Sure.
Let's pull it up. Let's get the 231 on the screen while we're waiting for this to come in here. 231 is just marching along, just keeping insane time. Insanely accurate time. And that piece is for sale, by the way, folks. That piece is for sale, the 231. It's not advertised anywhere, but it is available to subscribers only. Okay, pull that up, Bree. There's a photo that we took yesterday during the shoot. We took that one yesterday with her sitting down with her Lucchese snakeskin boots and her stunning Grand Seiko and the Faux Pay bracelet. Now that is a SBGX 038?
Yes.
Yeah, SBGX 038. That stunner that has quite a history. Quite a history. It was owned by a wrench gang member. It was owned by me, and then it was owned by a wrench gang member, Blue.
To me.
And then it went to Steve.
And Steve, and then...
And then it went back to me, and now somehow you've gotten a hold of it. So there you go. Let's see. James says, yes, I've tried it on a few times and just can't get it off of my mind. Must have it. That's the way it happens sometimes. That's the way these things happen. It happened with the 002. You know, I had seen photos of this watch and so forth, and I just thought it was absolutely the way to go. A stunning, stunning piece. And then when I saw it in person, I wanted to not like it, right? It would have saved me a lot of money if I didn't like it, you know?
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
And buy Bitcoin with it.
Unfortunately, I liked it. So what I did was I went ahead and bought this, and then I came back and somebody called me out on it. They said, listen, you bought a $25,000 watch. You could have bought, at the time, Bitcoin was about $10,000 a Bitcoin. They said you could buy 2.5 Bitcoins for that, for the retail price. I didn't pay retail. But anyway, 2.5 Bitcoins. So why did you do that? Why'd you buy the watch? You could have bought 2.5 Bitcoins. So I said, okay, listen, I agree. I think you're right. So I went ahead live on the show, and I bought 2.5 Bitcoin also. So basically I did both. I bought the watch and bought 2.5 Bitcoin.
Wow.
And then Bitcoin took a dive after that. You guys might remember. And some people in the chat, oh, you took $25,000. And I think it went in half. I think it went down to like $5,000. This was not when it went down to like $3,000. It went down to like $5,000 or something. They literally cut in half, right? You lost half your money, blah, blah, blah. I said, I haven't lost anything. I haven't sold it yet. I haven't sold it. So now as of today's prices, I've tripled my money, right? So, but I'm still not selling.
Yeah. Best to buy now than
Tripled
never.
my money. Tripled it. What do you guys think about that on the channel? Not to mention the Bitcoin that I bought for $4,000 on the channel live. So, yeah. Let's see. Kyle says, I would call, but I'm in the car with Leslie. Got the show going on the phone. If the next show works for you, I'll set up a tripod and call in from our place. There we go. Absolutely. You're always welcome. And yeah, we're going to talk a little tech with Kyle. And Stig's hanging out. He says, congratulations on your work on the Prius. You both are great. Well, I'll tell you what, Bree really did a stellar job. Are you mechanically inclined?
No.
Bree says no.
No.
But she did a good job. Can we get a pic of the green dial Omega? Can somebody send a link? We can pull that up. Rolex doesn't deliver, therefore go for GS. And you get a better watch, in my opinion, in many cases. In many cases, you get a better watch. I made $1,000 in the past month on Bitcoin. Well, that makes me nervous. That means you sold. Remember, you didn't make the money until you sell. All right? Just because it's gone up doesn't mean you made the money, because it could go back down, right? But if you sold, then it may be hard to replace that puppy later on. It could get really difficult to replace Bitcoin. Just saying. Somebody said on Twitter that
It might go down.
Did they say no? Well, yeah, it might go down and go back up and all. It always does that. But didn't somebody say that this year, 2021, could be the last year that any ordinary person could buy one whole Bitcoin?
Ooh.
They said this could be the last year, last chance.
It's expensive.
Yeah, this could be the last chance for an ordinary person to get one Bitcoin. Then they said in 2022, the following year, it could be the last chance for a millionaire to get one whole Bitcoin.
Wow.
And then after that, he basically said it could be virtually impossible for anybody to get one whole Bitcoin. It could get that difficult. What do you think? And he said the challenge is going to be for somebody to hold on to their Bitcoin, to have that strong a hand. I mean, think about it. If Bitcoin gets to, let's say, $1 million a Bitcoin,
Yeah.
that's going to be very tempting for people to sell that have weak hands.
Oh, yes.
The people that have weak hands, they might sell at that price.
Yeah, they could buy something
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they could sell and then maybe never get it back.
No.
Yeah, it could be a real problem for them.
So-
Okay, so
Best to hold.
and somebody said I sold it. We'll go down again. He's trying to time the market. He's trying to play the market. I'll
wouldn't
tell you,
time
a
the
lot of
market.
people get burned doing that. A lot of people end up with less Bitcoin trying to time the market. But hey, if you can do it, if you're one of the very few that are able to do that, more power to you. I just buy and hold.
Me too.
I used to try to time the market. Before 2013, I did some trading. And it was Adam Meister that talked me out of it, said, hey, listen, the trading thing, you're just going to get burned. You're going to end up with less Bitcoin. Just buy and hold. And from that point on, actually,
And not buy the
I did
altcoins.
sell a little bit in 2017 when it went sky high. I did sell a little bit. But after that, I said, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to sell any more Bitcoin. I'm just holding from now on. And that has worked out really, really well for me. Okay, so Caesar's in the house. I'd rather choose gold than Bitcoin. Whoa, okay. He's going to buy Bitcoin. He's putting his bets on on gold, I mean. Good luck with that. Bitcoin's really been outperforming the gold. It really has. But hey, maybe he knows something we don't. We'll see. Time will tell the tale. Kyle's in the house. Craig, what about purchasing a home in BTC? When do you think we will see that? Well, didn't I tell you that a good home that you'll be able to buy it with one Bitcoin?
Buy a good home.
When did I say?
Today.
When did I say you'd be able to do that?
When?
Yeah.
Not sure. Maybe in 5 years.
I'm going to predict 2024.
Yeah.
I'm going to predict 2024 you'll be able to buy a home
2024.
that would be the equivalent of $1 million US today. Okay, so whatever you could buy for $1 million US today, you could probably buy that for one Bitcoin in 2024. See, I'm not going to say you could buy $1 million home in 2024 because in 2024, by then, $1 million won't be worth very much. You wouldn't be able to buy much of a home for $1 million, right?
Too expensive.
But the home that you could buy for $1 million today, I think you'll have that much buying power with one Bitcoin in 2024. Maybe let's say 2025, a year after the halving. The next halving is 2024. Let's say a year after that is when it usually spikes. So 2025, early 2026 at the latest, I'm thinking you'd be able to buy the equivalent of $1 million home with one Bitcoin. Maybe the equivalent of a $2 million home with one Bitcoin. I think that's where we're headed. Let's see. I was more talking about when the transaction. I was more talking about when the transaction will take place in Bitcoin. Well, some people accept Bitcoin now. There have been real estate transactions in Bitcoin already. Some people have bought Lamborghinis. There are Lamborghini dealers that accept Bitcoin. I believe there are some watch dealers that accept Bitcoin. I think Carlos said the watch dealer that he dealt with in Orlando, I think they're in Orlando, the one where he bought his Date 840, I think he said that they accept Bitcoin. Wow. So I know there's some watch dealers that deal in high-end watches that will accept Bitcoin right now. While we're talking about watches in Bitcoin, I was just checking in Chrono 24 just to be curious because people were saying that the prices of Date 8s have been going up. And I went on there and my gosh, the asking prices are astronomical for Date 8s. For Date 840s, they're asking more money than they cost new. The prices, I don't know what's happened here recently, but the prices on Date 8s seem to have gone through the roof. I think the dollar's really getting weak. Kyle says, I sent you a link to the Omega. We'll look at it. What tangible items will always hold their value outside of precious metals? Anything substantial that is hard to get will do a good job holding its value against the dollar. Anything that takes a lot of labor, a lot of work to make, maybe, not commodity items. Those are not going to hold their value well. But things like this watch, this faux pay bracelet, they'll do pretty good. Things like some real estate, of course. Kyle mentions real estate. Some real estate will do well. Some will do better than others. But real estate has so many costs associated with carrying it is the only issue there. What else? Things like, of course, high-end art, collectible cars, things that are limited in supply and that are desirable, that people want. Those typically will hold their value well in inflationary times, okay? That's where we're headed. We're headed into inflationary times. Anything that takes expertise, that's a good point. Okay, so let's take a look at the link
from Kyle
that Kyle sent in to the Omega. Oh, this is a gold one. This is a gold one. And that loads in, Bree. You can cut to it. Wow, and it's brand new. Well, that's pretty amazing.
I like it.
Let's get rid of that. That's not a bad price. And they say it's brand new. Decent looking watch. Wonder how thick that is. It's interesting. It looks like the clasp is not gold. That's a fail. I would want a gold clasp to go with it. So I don't know what's going on there. If they don't have the original clasp or what have, if it's new watch, it shouldn't have come with a steel clasp. That's weird. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Tim says, I saw a video, not sure when it was recorded, of Warren Buffett negative on Bitcoin. Perhaps it would change his mind. No, I think he'll stay negative for quite a while because he's got a lot of money invested in the banking industry, right? Which Bitcoin is set to disrupt. So it's the enemy. It's the enemy to Warren Buffett and his banking friends. Yeah. Now, having said that, he may be buying some behind the scenes and not telling anybody about it. If he's smart, he probably is. But yeah, I don't think he's going to publicly come out and say anything positive about Bitcoin anytime soon. And I don't think Dave Ramsey will either. Let's see. Kyle's in the house. Yeah, it's cool, right? Lance isn't here, so I had to send something in.
Wow, Lance hasn't been in the chat for a while.
Yeah, there might have to be some punishment. And I guess this gentleman is saying that Warren is a con man. Okay. Warren Buffett. Yeah. Well, and there are going to be a number of the old school guys that are not going to get it no matter what. They're just not going to get it. And that's how this whole thing works. When the automobile came out, there were a lot of people saying that, hey, the horse is perfectly fine. We can get around with the horse. Yeah. The horse is perfectly fine. What do we need these contraptions for? So, yeah, it took a while for the automobile to catch on. Probably 20 years. Johnny Turbo, Buffett's portfolio performance is majority Apple, so hopefully he's learning a lesson right now on tech at the very least. Yeah. But, I mean, it's not hard to bet on Apple. Apple's pretty much all that. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to pick that winner. Derek's in the house. Craig, my daughter bought me, I guess he means Bitcoins, and I don't understand how I spend it. Well, Derek, it would not be a good idea to spend it. Keep it. Keep your precious Bitcoin. Bitcoin is hard to come by, and spend your fiat money. Spend your U.S. dollars or whatever your fiat money currency is where you are. Keep the precious Bitcoin.
And maybe listen to some Bitcoin podcasts.
James Scott sent an image link, but unfortunately, James, I can't open it unless you email it to me. Email it to my name at gmail.com. CraigShipp, CraigShipp @gmail.com. Let me see if I can put that in the chat here. There we go. There we go. That's where you would send that link. Craig, what do you think of Warby Parker for glasses? I guess they sell the glasses. I've never bought anything from them, but they might be okay. I have no experience with them. I do want to get a high-end pair of glasses here sometime. I actually have a store that's a sponsor on Frederick.com that sells really nice glasses, and she's going to give me a good deal. We might do something in the spring on, I'll probably get solid brass frames and all, not gold, but brass. Brass will go good enough with the gold. And something that looks similar to aviator style glasses, but maybe a little bit different. Anyway, something nice. Because I think I'm going to start wearing glasses more often. I should wear them, but a lot of times I don't. These are just reading glasses. These are just cheap reading glasses here. So I have some progressive glasses that I wear for driving. My distance vision is real good, but not perfect. But they're progressives, right? So as you look up and down the lens, there are different amounts of magnification.
Oh, yeah.
So you can use them for reading and for distance and all that good stuff. So yeah, take a little getting used to, but yeah, I have those. Craig, Warby Parker as an accessory. Warby Parker. Yeah, well, I think they sell glasses, right? I just haven't bought anything from them. All right. Well, we're not going to go too long. This was kind of a special emergency broadcast based on a suggestion by Kyle. And let's show this Lexus one more time, Bree. This was it. Hey, would you buy this Lexus?
Or
this
whole Bitcoin.
Brand new Lexus. A Lexus 2021 UX. Would you buy that or would you buy one Bitcoin? Right now, Bitcoin is very close to $32,000. And this thing starts at $32,900. So my guess is you could drive it out for $32,000 easily. And the vehicle shown is $33,495. So Bitcoin hit close to that today. It's pulled back a little bit. So basically 1 Bitcoin for that car. What do you guys think? And by the way, it's very practical because it's a hatchback and the seats fold down. So I could use it very much like I use my Prius, where I could put the Segway in the back.
Yeah.
So it would be very practical. I, of course, would not get that color. Just saying. Yeah. Let's see. Is the Green Dial Omega the Golf Edition? All right, we'll wait. It looks like he's trying to find the Omega to send me the link. So if he does, then we'll hang in there a little bit longer waiting for that link. In the meantime, let's show your website, Bree.
Sure. Brief it dance.
And maybe we'll show the video.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the website. Let me show you. There's the home page, briefitdance.com, and then there's a whole bunch of links, and there's some videos and some other content. And then if we go all the way down to the bottom, okay, there's the links for donating. Okay, keep that in mind, folks, if you want to make a donation. We go all the way down to the bottom. Here's all her music videos that she's done so far for Bitcoin VIPs. These are all Bitcoin VIPs. And if we click on this link,
that's
Guy Swan. Oh, so we got to reload this page.
Yeah, that was
Gotta
from
reload
yesterday's
Yeah, we got to reload this page
update.
so that we can actually see the newest link that we've added. Here it is, Tyler and Cameron for the win. So let's click on that.
More than 14,000.
Yeah, we got to update the view count. Oh, for crying out loud, they're wanting me to sign in.
I think you can
Close
just
that.
close it,
Yeah, okay. Let's play it, Bree.
Oh, wow,
Go,
15,000.
yeah, let's play it. There, it's playing. Okay. So let's go full screen. Let's play the video.
The Winklevoss twins
They can hear it.
for the win.
I think.
Two tight brothers winning the fight. Olympians with focus, who knew early that Bitcoin wasn't hocus pocus. Two hunks with brains taking the Bitcoin reins. So Brief It Dan says, join the twins for the Bitcoin win. Zuck might be smart, but the twins have more heart. Time will tell the tale, but my bet is the twins will not fail. Love you guys. Bull, bull, bull.
You are significant holders of Bitcoin, buying a significant amount back in 2013. Tyler, I'll start with you. What have you been doing over the last 8 months to accommodate this meteoric rise we've seen in Bitcoin? And have you been personally doubling down on your investment in Bitcoin?
So we've just been hodling. Our thesis is that Bitcoin is gold 2.0, that it will disrupt gold. And if it does that, it has to have a market cap of 9 trillion. So we think that prices Bitcoin it could price one day at $500,000 a Bitcoin. So at $18,000 Bitcoin, it's a hold, or at least if you don't have any, it's a buy opportunity, because we think there's a 25x from here.
All right, there we go. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, somebody sent some links. Let's check up on the links here. Let us know in the chat what you guys think about that.
Yes.
Pull up some links. Okay, so, here's a HD strap that BServe got. Okay. Wow. Okay, cut to that.
Yes.
Looks pretty good to me.
It's cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Is it like a navy blue?
Yeah, because that watch has the blue dial. That looks pretty
Wow.
cool.
Classy.
That looks pretty cool. That's a stunner. That watch is a stunner. Stunner. Stunner action on the channel.
Stunner alert.
I like it. Okay. And let's go back, switch back to the 231 for a second, and let me find the next. Here's the Aquaterra. There's a couple of images here. There it is. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. What do you think, Bree?
I do too.
I think it's classy looking. Okay, let's go back to the other one. I guess I got to go back here. Did I click on the first one or the second one that time? I don't remember now. Oh, it's that one. Okay, hold on. Let me click on the second one. Click on the second one. Oh, it's the same.
They're the same.
It's the same. Go ahead and show that again. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like the hands that are not skeletonized. Some of the Omega hands are hollow. They call them skeletonized hands. They got holes in the middle.
Oh.
I don't particularly like that. I much prefer the solid hands like this. Okay. All right, let's see. Funny enough, I rented that Lexus. I really did not like it. Too much unnecessary tech like trackpad and things. I hear you. Graham's in the house. I'd buy $32K worth of tutors before I'd buy a brand new $32K car of any brand off the lot. Yeah, but I would pass on the tutors too. Maybe buy a $32,000 Rolex. Maybe that would be a better move. Stig's in the house. Kyle, my thinking exactly, and for that reason only, I would not buy the Lexus, but a gold Submariner. There you go. Yes, a gold sub would be really cool, says Kyle. And Tim's in the house. He says less depreciation for a gold Submariner compared to the Lexus. Lexuses hold up their value pretty good, especially if you buy a base model like that. If you buy the low-end model, they tend to hold their value pretty good. Toyotas, another example. It almost doesn't pay to buy the Toyota used unless you buy the higher-end ones. They'll depreciate more, but the lower-end models, they hold their value really well. You might as well just buy it new. Same for Honda. But some cars, absolutely, it's a good move to buy it used because they take a big hit. All right, well, we're going to let everybody get back to their weekend, and we've got some photos to go through and some editing to do and all that kind of good stuff.
Yes.
So,
stay tuned.
briefitdance.com. Let me
Stay tuned for videos.
show your website one more time here. And we just hit 32,000 on Bitcoin.
Gotta show them that.
32,308. 32,308. So yeah, there's enough money there definitely to buy that car. Definitely. Okay, let's show briefitdance.com. Okay, there's your website, briefitdance.com. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you.
It has absolutely been real. I'm going to close out a few tabs and wrap this puppy up. Wrap it up. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and yeah, go to the 231. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in.